That's how they do your boy though. Midwest in the building, y'all. I hope y'all feeling like me. I really do. Go get y'all some Robos tea, some lemons and stuff. Come on, man. I know I'm live, so they gonna try to tell me that my video ain't on here and I'm clearly live. Like, what the fuck is YouTube doing, man? And they still got some shit loading from the 16th, from June. That shit crazy as a bitch. YouTube need to get themselves together, man. Straight up, they really do. They need to get themselves together. Right. Right. Well, they don't give you that much money on YouTube. I only made $200 off of YouTube on the two times I didn't got paid. I got $100, $119 one time, and I got $109 the last time, and that was only I don't know, like the people that get all those millions of views and hundreds of thousands of views. Now they the ones who be getting that cake. But look what you got to do that. Go doing goofy ass shit, running in the walls and pranking people and doing all type of stupid ass shit. So you got more people out here looking at people doing stupid shit versus somebody trying to wake up the people to get them done, to get their paperwork and shit situated. Like, come on now, that don't even make sense. Like, it don't make sense. It's the algorithm that they got. Like you say entertainment, well, they feel like this ain't entertainment, so they won't send out your notifications to everybody. Well, what do they think this is? If it's not entertainment, I'm entertaining the people with the truth. Right. It don't make sense. Man, you got to come over here and hit the thumbs down. It don't even make sense to come over here. Sucker ass nigga. Mm-hmm. Cause I don't go to nobody else's video. I cut niggas off. I don't go to their videos. Money Boy, none of them motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck if they go live or not. That ain't my problem. They make it their business to come over here and hit the thumbs down. They still got Midwest on their mind. I love it though. I love it. Because everybody on here know what we talk about. It shouldn't be no thumbs downs because we only talking about everyday life shit. So if somebody can't relate to everyday life things, then they need to move the fuck around and don't even come over here. For real. Because most of the people that I'm dealing with in their process, they're almost done. So it ain't no new people starting nothing. So it don't even make sense to talk about it. I'm only helping the people that want to help themselves. And I'm not finna keep talking about the process when everybody already know about it. It's on you to do what you gotta do. It ain't on me because I'm if anybody know me in West, they know I got some shit working and I'm working on some other shit right now. Straight up. And that's real talk. And I'm not trying to boast and brag or none of that shit. I'm just saying, I'm not waiting on nobody. I got kids. I got family. I got shit to do. For real. So if you just come to watch to see you just gonna be sitting over here lost in the sauce. Straight up. What's up, Carlos? He said Midwest is the truth on mamas. I'm not finna play with them. And if anybody know me and know what I showed them with them that account being linked, they know I'm not lying. Straight up. And I just got an email proof of purchase yesterday. So I don't want to hear it. They could say they could discredit whatever. As long as I know what's going on with me, that's all that matters. I care less what someone else says. I got the proof. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when I I stopped saying what works for me may not work for you because motherfuckers that copywritten all my words on mama. You know, motherfuckers just copyright everything. The way I put them words together, niggas be like, he cold. Look how he's saying that. Straight up. I already know, Ship. I got Shipper in my ear, y'all. He said, what's up? I can't even come on here and say, I'm feeling amazing. And I hope you are too. That's my shit. That's my shit. Now that I'm feeling amazing shit, that's Money Boy. But I added my own twist to it. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll come out and say, I'm feeling amazing. This is for entertainment. Ooh. And I used to come out and say, I'm feeling amazing. And I hope you are too. I'll do this because I want to. You do this because you want to. You know what I'm saying? Not because somebody tells you to. And with that being said, all my rights are reserved. And oh, yeah, I know that's my shit. It's my shit. I shouldn't have to sit on YouTube and argue with nobody about some shit that I came up with. All you got to do is go to my first video that I ever done, or my second video, or my third video, and you're going to hear them my spills. Them my words. Straight up. Them my words. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's all good. See that, but that's what I'm saying. People don't know who I got on my team, and I just be trying to, I just be trying to be good with people, you know, because I don't have to mess with people because of what I know. I could just shut up and go sit down and just wait my turn, and not help anybody or not try to get, not try to help anybody get to where they trying to get to. I could be selfish in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have to come on here and get money from no motherfucking body. I'm 40 years old, and I just got on YouTube 3 years ago, so I know how to get money. You can believe that. And I just told y'all, YouTube only gave me $230-something for the 2 times I got paid. $119 one time, and then $109 the next time. So YouTube really is not helping me with anything. I got 7 kids. $100 can't even feed 7 kids. I'm just being honest. Let's know I'm trying to buy 7 kids some shoes with $100. That ain't gonna work neither. My kids' shoes $80 and $90 a pair. So $100 ain't gonna do shit for me at West. Nothing.
Yeah, nah, $100 gonna get you $100 gonna get you 2 meals of bean and rice for three days of bean and rice for 7 kids and you. That's not including y'all and the older dogs.
Real shit, Shock.
Oh,
Shock just popped in. Yeah. For real, bro. Motherfuckers.
Especially nowadays, you know.
Okay. You have to go to the matter of fact, I'll send you a link real fast.
Wow. What y'all doing now?
He was actually talking about what I was talking about on the live and shit about motherfuckers and shit. You know, I'm telling them YouTube don't pay nobody nothing, man. And then they'll start trying to say you scamming somebody, and clearly
they do. People do pay people. They do pay people, but they don't pay people like yourself. Like they pay like reaction channels and people that are doing that dumb shit a lot of money. But when it comes to the conscious type people, they be swiveling them. It's proven.
Yeah. My God.
They be swimming like Young Pharaoh, my nigga Pilot, the other dude that be doing astrology. Even if they be swimming astrology people, even like any parts of consciousness, rather any parts of consciousness can block. It's getting blocked.
Yeah, man, they've been So I was just letting the people know, like I only come here to talk to my people that they got questions for for their situations because I'm not here to teach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that shit over with. I'm not here to teach. I'm here to help the people that want to help themselves. You know, so if you email me and say, "Hey, Midwest, I'm trying to do this," I'm gonna help somebody that's putting the next foot in front of the other one. But if you just sit here and think that I'm just gonna be just pouring out information, that's why I always don't say nothing. I'll let my brothers talk. They'll talk about whatever they talk about, but I know what y'all be waiting on. Y'all just waiting on some nuggets, and that shit is over with. The nugget is you stepping up, doing for yourself. That's the first nugget. Straight up. Midwest Shock Shipper, they know what they got to do for themselves. They already got shit in place. They doing shit already. So this is something that we don't have to even, I don't have to say nothing to them about anything. They be on my helmet. And then you do this, you do that. You make sure you take it. Like, you know, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, I'm not here to just sit up here and see how many people come here and then I can help them. No. Shit, y'all know what Midwest do. So shit, when you come over here, you want to just sit and chill. That's cool.
Mom, especially when people always want to get a handout and always cry about a donation or something.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers ain't, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers ain't on there like anybody else, making sure motherfuckers donate or selling this. It's not saying that you cannot sell or cannot do this or that, but you choose not to. Oh, mama. Hell
yeah, because I could have had some shirts in my descriptions for people to buy all that goofy shit, but I'm trying to fuck a shirt.
Mom, especially at this time right now, that's going down.
Hey, Chakra.
Oh, shit. What it do?
What's going on, man? I was going to call you.
Yeah, I forgot this nigga shit. Shit called me late. Well, he texted me late last night. I called shit late last night. Well, it was like 12 o'clock my time. Shit couldn't sleep. He must have been. And you up already. You up and going. You got too much energy, shit.
Yeah, I've been up for a minute. I almost caught the sunrise, but
that's what I'm saying.
I wasn't that awake.
You be up for a minute. Take a little quick nap and you be up.
And I tried to, you know, it's my energy is increasing a lot with that one protocol that I was telling you guys about. It's like my energy just totally shifted. Everything in my energy just shifted after I did that protocol. I haven't been the same since.
You're on a whole nother frequency.
And, I think so, man. I think so. I'll tell you the details. I'll tell you more details about it.
What about you think about a chessboard? You think if everything has its own frequency, you think a chessboard has its own frequency that you can learn to trap the other opponent with all about
yes.
Like
yes, absolutely.
You know, control the board.
Yeah.
Whoever controls the middle of the board, whatever. Or, I gotta look into something real quick.
Yeah, Chuck. I mean, I'm convinced of it because I think it's the same with anything. I think you can get trapped if you want to be a person. I think can get trapped in any box they want to get themselves trapped in. I think if a person wishes to get trapped in a box, they can get trapped in a box. It's just a matter of desire. You know, will a person agree themselves? Will they agree to be trapped in the box? Then they can be trapped in any box.
Look. That's all for Chris. Yeah, write the contract. If a motherfucker want a contract, entertain it, or no?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, everybody sit in that motherfucker.
Exactly it. In the West, is that the West calling me or is that Shot calling me?
I'm not sure. You hear me?
Hey West, what's going on, man? Are you talking to us from Facebook or from StreamYard? Oh my gosh, are you serious?
What happened?
They just
West was talking to me through his phone.
Bro, they was saying
that has him locked out.
They said the site couldn't be reached anymore, no longer. They kicked me off and said the site couldn't be reached.
That shit weird.
How can they kick you out of the site?
That's my whole thing. I'm back now. They kicked me out the site. It said that StreamYard can no longer be reached. It's crazy as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
West, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, Shipper. See, Shipper was hearing me through the phone. He wasn't even hearing me through StreamYard.
That's why I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, mamas, but I'm back. OG checking in. What it do? That's when you talking to real. When you letting them know you don't give a fuck about their money. Oh, mamas.
Let the niggas know something.
You're having tea with me at West. Too blessed to be stressed. Oh, mama. I'm blessed to have who I got in my circle right now. You know what I'm saying?
I got too much air in my lungs to be blessed. I mean, not to be blessed.
That's
For
right.
real.
You put it. Too much air in my lungs. I like it. Way too much air in my lungs to complain.
Yeah.
That's the truth right there. No way to say it. Come on.
Right.
You're alive, then you have 100 trillion miracles happening for you every second you live.
Literally.
Literally. Life is a miracle. Life is a blessing. You can't even take one breath for granted. Every breath is a miracle. You know, I want to carry that thought with me into every situation, every circumstance, every trial. I want to take that mentality with me. Never forget it. Never let it go. You know?
Yeah.
I know it's not
Hey,
easy.
Shot.
I'm right here.
Can he authenticate little man birth certificate
Yeah.
and claim it on his UCC 3?
Yeah, that's his property. He got interest in his son until he's 18, at least.
Right. Yeah, that's what I told him to do.
I appreciate
Hell
it.
yeah.
I had a dream about that shot. It's weird, bro. I've been in court all night.
Hey, you know what? I had a dream last night. I can't remember it, but I feel like it was good. Like it was about the shit we was doing. But I even had a fucking dream and a thing about getting my hair done because my presence in the motherfucking with the it was some weird ass shit, bro. Some weird ass shit going on.
I was in court all night taking care of people's paperwork, business, and getting them processed and everything.
And I feel like that's what I'm saying. I don't know why it ain't doing that. Like it ain't. This moment hasn't caught up with that yet.
Right.
I think what you guys have done, I think is so powerful. The repercussions of its benefit, I think, are just they're waiting to be seen, man. But you guys have already done the hard part. You've already done the hardest part. You've done all of the hardest parts already. This ball is rolling downhill now.
Right.
And it's picking up momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ewok.
What's up, family?
Yeah, I'm gotta inform you that I won't be able to help you with your paperwork because you got Bay on the at the end of your name, and once you do that,
you gotta go back and change it.
Yeah, that moves you away from our paperwork. You know, I was talking to my mentor about it, and he was like, "Oh, he gonna have to." He said, "Oh, why people add stuff to their names like that?" But yeah, you'll have to remove that before you can do anything that we're doing.
And the trick.
I wanted to let you know so you won't be study, trying to get this and get that, and it ain't nothing, and stuff not working. You'll have to go to the guys that introduced you to that add-on.
Yeah, because that's a different procedure. They're actually an organization tied in with the government, so you have to go through them in a way to help you work. They're not saying it won't work in this procedure, just saying that you have to go through the way that their organization does it for it to work. Because they tied in they're tied in with their organization is tied in with the government as well.
Yeah. And you see, I said they, them. Okay, Carla, I got it. I've been busy with paperwork. I'll email you today, and then we'll move forward. I got your email right here. I just looked at it. I ain't forgot about nobody. And I'll contact you. I just wanted to let you know, family, because like Shock said, they tied in with the government.
Organization or the IRS.
So, some people up top made some decisions. So a lot of stuff is not gonna work out.
They're not considered being one of the people. They're considered being foreigners as what we are now.
Yeah, because there's the people, there's the citizens,
and there's
the
federal
civilians.
citizens. Yeah.
Right. So it's like understanding the difference between the people, the nationals, the foreigners, all these different things. They all have certain categories where they all fit. Some of them are the same, but not all of them are.
Yeah, they're the same of not the same. So it's like they're the same, but they're the same as being all registered to this particular organization to learn how to do business this way.
Right.
But their difference, the difference is in the organization itself to separate the illusion of the differences or of the same.
And every different name really has a particular meaning. So it's like if there's a different if they're saying national and citizen, it's referring to something different. Even if they're the same, the use of the word, if it's different, is referring to something different.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
But it don't stop you from educating yourself, though, Ewok. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop you from educating yourself on, what's going on. And then if you want to decide to, take that off your name, then, that's your option. If not, if you don't want to, then the brothers that you was dealing with that introduced that to you, they ought to help you and finish showing you the way. They can't just have you change your name, leave you stranded.
Well, I like to say, if you're really not Moroccan or Moors, that's not your way. So it's like, I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? If you know who you really are, then you understand that's not you, unless that is you. Because Morocco, a lot of people like to say the United States is Morocco, that this is their land and stuff, but these are foreigners. Something they have no right to inherit this too. They're thinking that the United States of America is what they did. When the United States Corporation would have never existed without going through Morocco. Because they registered in Morocco. So it's like they're making it seem because it's their land. No. You play the United States, you are that take over this land. Our indigenous people. So we're just a foreign agency registered to do business on foreign land, and all our ancestors. Not only are they taking people's names and trust, but they're taking them from the way here, so they right the benefit off the proper estates. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much what they're doing is taking people's names that put the little A or B and the little abbreviations at the end of their name. They're changing their last name, conveying all their assets to that name, and you're registered under their organization with the ID cards and everything. Now they have the right to assets and tap into your estate through the registration of the government. Because now your asset has been basically conveyed over to their organization from the United States organization, but they're still tied in and registered to the United States organization. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, if that's what somebody want to do, that's what somebody want to do. It's not
and
wrong.
then you still gonna be liable to pay taxes and shit.
Yes. Well,
you
to a certain point, because they're gonna the more they like to use the W-8 bans, use foreign status and all that, but they're gonna the only reason why they will
yeah, but when they contract with the IRS, they got to pay that tax.
Well, they don't pay taxes, Midwest, because now they're set up as a church, a 503(c). So now they're like getting exempt. There's you know what I'm saying, with the W-8 bin, because through that organization it's tax exempt because they basically joined another a 503(c) exemption. But you know what? I'm not sure if they might have to pay taxes because
the top is just like the church. The pastor don't have to do all that shit, but the members do.
Yeah. Well, that's just like the nation when they have to go sell up papers and all that extra shit. You know what I mean? It's just a different.
But just like the nation is set up under the 503 too.
Yeah. See, the higher ups don't pay. The organization itself don't pay taxes, right? But people that's in on it, they got to pay their tributes, just like how we pay our tithe, or I don't, but I used to at one point pay tithes to the church. They got to pay their tributes,
and they call it a gift.
Yeah, they call it a gift. I be trying to tell my wife too. This for anybody that's a private business that don't want to register through the state, they keep everything donation. A donation, and you receive a gift. You give them a gift, and receive your donation. That's untaxable. So you cannot have no trouble with the IRS. Period.
Yeah.
If you're using sales, now that's different. That's different when you're using sales and all the other things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now you have to get taxed. But now when you use the language of the church, donations, gifts, and things of nature, you can't get taxed. You can't even get the feds can't even take that property. The feds, if you was to get hit by the feds and you got proof that you got donations and gifts, bro, they can't take it from you. They can't charge you with that.
It's just like when we was at the Cannabis Cup. The first time everybody was selling stuff. The second time to eliminate the tax, it was a donation. You make a donation and you can get this or you can get that. Instead of this eighth costs $70. No, you make a $70 donation, you'll be able to get this, that, and the other. See what I'm saying?
They didn't do that on their own. That was the people told the vendors, like, oh yeah, the next day y'all make sure y'all put donations and stuff. Don't put sales so they get in trouble.
Right. Yeah. You was there, wasn't you?
Nah, yeah, I was there for the 2 days. First one that you went, but the second one.
Yeah. So you learn a lot of shit other than selling weed and smoking weed. You learn the business and you learn the ins and the outs as well at those cannabis cups. You learn a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff.
And it's very simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very simple. But though, whoever has that last name, so we came across somebody with that, and they actually changed it back to the name change. So it ain't hard to go back.
So, Shock, is it safe to say, or can it be said, that when you change your name like that in that manner, that you're basically holding your assets in their trust?
Yeah, you basically created. They basically what we're doing with our name, we're transferring search. They basically did it to them, to their organization. So now they have assets to the org. It's just like school. We go to school. We got the all cap names on our ID. It's really private corporate. It's really private LLC. And they hold it, since we're registered, they're agents over our estate within that school period. So they're tapping in with our estate just because we're registered with their business. So that's what they're doing with all these other organizations.
And they're creating the name, so then now they have access to it because it's their creation.
And they register, well, the business, not the individual, but the business is giving them it's giving them access to it. Like those are having success, with that type of organization.
Yeah.
They're going through their own organization that could take care of certain business issues that's linked in with certain organizations as well. So it's just like the end game. It's just like the end man. You're mentoring somebody that's plugged in with somebody else.
Right.
It makes it easier. I like, for instance, Amore in court, went to court, traffic court. The judge The judge put him into the next room and gave him a Mason handshake. You know, I talked to the individual myself, and it's like there are Masons in it as well. It's all in the It's a trap. It's trapped everywhere.
Right. Because
now, when I went to court, the judge shook my hand while I was sitting on the pew waiting on her to.
Nigga, she walked in. Nigga, she walked in past you. She did. Midwest was already in there. Oh, you must. She walked past me. I'm talking about opened the door,
turned around, came and shook my hand. Said, "You must be my name change for the day." You know what I'm saying? A judge ain't never shook my hand or
man,
even said two words to me like what she did.
A judge is not coming through the public way that way.
Exactly. She came through the public doors. The doors that when I got to court, Chipper, the one of them doors open, both of them.
Yeah, and I saw her walking all the way down the hall. She had civilian clothes on.
Man, that judge had on some jeans and a sweater.
Yeah, she didn't come looking like a judge. She came in like everybody else. And then there were only, and Midwest was the only person there for anything. It was the other two people were working in the court. It was like the stenographer and the secretary or something. Yeah, two clerks. And she was even nice to me before she went in. I stayed out there because I didn't want to have no parts of that.
Yeah. And when she came in, she pulled the doors up behind her.
Yeah, because the doors were open, and I ended up having to look through the glass. I was because the door was open.
The doors up behind her when she came in, because they was wide open when I got there. So when I looked back, Chipper was looking through the glass like this, smiling. I shook my head like that. He was like, I let him know everything was good.
Yeah, I was still on detail. Don't worry, everybody.
And I had two different addresses. And she was like, well, you got two addresses on here, but I was just going to do this one right here. I'm like, I apologize. Hurts was like, because I was trying to say I apologize, but a king don't apologize. See what I'm saying? I was trying to, you should see that lady looked at me. She was like, say less.
They know what's going on, okay?
On the spiritual level, it's deeper.
Okay, yeah. Guys, I gotta put myself out there today. You guys gonna have to. I might get my rear end handed to me right now, but I gotta say what happened yesterday. Okay, I go to the court, and I'm trying to put my name change decree and my UCC-1 on file on the case, and then the lady, she went into mode, and she started to oppose me. She's like, well, what is this? I don't understand. And I'm like, well, I'm not asking you to understand. I said, I'm here to file this into the case. She said, oh, this is from another county. This is another case. This doesn't have anything to do with that. And I said, my name is what connects these two, and I'm here to file this because of my name, and and so opposing me. So I said okay. I said you're doing a great job. I'm not trying to have you do anything you don't want to do. I said, let me talk to your supervisor, and then so supervisor comes out because she wasn't going to do what I asked her to do, and then the supervisor comes out and he's like. He wasn't even going down the same road that she was going down. He's like, all you're trying to do is file this? And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, okay, well, fill out this pleading. And I'm like, well, I'm not trying to plead. And then he's like, well, it's a motion. I said, okay, well, I'll motion. And then I fill out the motion to accept my documents for this sensitive case. And then And then, so okay, I'm thinking that it's good and that it's done. And you know, he's taking the paperwork to and the other lady's still trying to throw in her 2 cents and still try to oppose. But he wasn't like totally listening to her. But at the end, she was like, you know, he stepped aside and she was like, yeah, that's gonna or no, he or just before the end, he took my name change decree, the exemplified copy. He took that and filed that, and I'm like, well, I was trying to give him the UCC one, and he was like, oh, I don't need that. And it was late, and they were already 15 minutes behind closing because they closed at 4:30. It was already 4:40, about 4:40 or so. And so I didn't want to make it any worse. So I just I figured as long as they put in the name change decree, then that's sufficient for me. But they didn't let me put in my UCC one, and I didn't force the issue and then they charged me $189 to do it, and I don't think the dude was gonna try to do that. It was the lady came back when she was finalizing it. She came back in and was like, "Oh, well, it's going to cost $189." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
$189 to file your exemplified?
Yeah, into the case.
Oh, bro, you getting played right now. What the hell? It don't cost money. It don't cost money to file in one's own case. And then when you look at this perspective, they brought a motion. They wanted you to do a motion because you have to attach the motion to move your paperwork. Like what, you know what I'm saying? And by you doing that, they don't want you to put your UCC on there because you're gonna bond the case because you got your bond attached to it. So whoever has the highest bond, you just gotta follow. You're pinning it, you know, basically trump their claim.
Oh man. Okay, so that's what was going on. She was trying to keep me from bonding the case.
Yes, because every case has to be bonded, and they're bonding your case by the bonds that they're creating on. So if you bond that case, you come in and claim all those bonds, then they have to come out and pay with their own, you know, for their own bond or their own pocket.
So you need to get that back on there. You need to get
that back on there. And then it's like they put the exemplify on there. Don't make no sense. You do one, but not the all. You have to put the motion. And even if you put the exemplify, what motion did you attach to that? What is that document proceeding? You're supposed to put a motion of a misnomer to change all names over to match the document. Change the misnomer to your proper name, and you have to decree and exemplify it to show that as evidence. And once you do that, you want to give a letter to the judge if there's a DA, both of the status. Let them know you're coming. Let them know that you did bond the case. Let them know everything, and let them know how you coming for you to get in there.
Wow. Hey, Shock, I should have talked to you before I went in, man.
I didn't even know your courts is open. That's what's up.
Yeah, the court's open, and then the case was already 9 o'clock this morning for the divorce. My divorce is final today.
Whoa! Did you go?
No, I didn't go.
Why?
Because I wasn't gonna appear. I didn't need to go. I didn't need to be there.
So you basically from one point of look at it, you was in dishonor. From another point, from settling the accounts, but the other side, you wasn't required there because also that's not you. So there's but it's
I was never served.
Yeah, but it's your duty. Like I said, I've had a conversation with you. It's your duty to balance the books. Like now, you basically just let them capitalize on your interest, on your principle, on your issue, and now you're in default. Now you're in default. Now you lose. Whatever your spouse gets to court, everything went her way just because you did not show up in court. She stayed in honor in the fictitious world, and you gave it dishonor in the fictitious world. But you being the creditor to the fictitious world as a real man killed all of it.
So me filing my name change was not an appearance.
I mean, yeah, that don't do nothing. because you wasn't there to utilize that doc, and you didn't find a motion. They don't know what to do with that documentation. You didn't give them no instructions to change the list or this or that. You have to give instructions or a motion to let them know what movement is it going to. Motion is movement. So it's like
I motioned. All I did was motion to file my name change decree and the supporting documents into the case.
Yeah.
That was all I put.
Yeah, you needed to go a little bit more detail about the misnomer, how that's not used better, and all that. Yeah. See, I ain't gonna lie. I wish I had court dates and my court was open. I'm ready to go back in court like that. And I'm gonna come back and show them what they taught me, what I learned in that motherfucker. I ain't taking the business before.
To appear. See, I should have talked to you before that, Shock. I didn't have that knowledge because I was like, well, what am I gonna go there for?
It was like 2 weeks ago. I talked to you like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, like 2 weeks ago about it. But at the point of the matter is, you should have went up in that thing, man. You could damn near go up there. Is it too? Yeah.
So there's gonna be something come of it then.
Nah, in my eyes, in the court eyes, you lost. And that's what happened.
Oh, man.
Because even in a private situation, like what you're saying, the private handles the public. You know, you still handle your debt, you still handle the public side.
Right.
Because it's still attached to you to some point of degree. You know what I mean? Yeah, it ain't you, but it's still bonded to you. Even if you change your birth certificate, it's still going to have the all caps name on it with the second page up or lower. It's still was you.
I'm supposed to handle the affairs of
I'm supposed to handle
the affairs of that corporation.
Exactly. And by you doing that,
realm of the manipulation of Social Security.
What happened?
Chris had the fictitious realm of the manipulation of Social Securities.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Man, I should have talked to you yesterday. Gosh.
Exactly, Chris.
Man.
And like, man, I'm just saying, man. All I know, you had some bonds in that motherfucker. That's another reason why they wasn't trying. I didn't even know you had court today. That's the reason why you wasn't trying to put that UCC one on that motherfucker based on that.
Yeah, Shock. That's a nugget right there. I didn't know that. I wasn't familiar with that at all. I mean, yeah, I really didn't know. So that's why she was resisting me. Because I could tell that they were trying not to file my UCC-1. Because I had it right there. And I'm like, here. I'm trying to file this too. Oh, I don't need that. It's like, you know, I wanted to be like, what do you mean you don't need that? I'm telling you to file it in there. I'm not asking you what you need.
Was it a certified copy?
No. The exemplified decree.
They weren't gonna file it in.
The exemplified decree was an actual exemplified decree.
They filed that. If you ain't got no seal on it, they not. If it ain't a certified or the original, they're not gonna file it.
Okay, then they filed the decree, but they would not have filed the UCC-1.
Yeah, because the decree got those 3 seals on it. The decree got the 1 seal, the exemplified got the 3, and your UCC didn't have nothing. You got it on record. You should have went and got a certified copy of it before you went to court.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. Wes, I didn't even know you had to have that motherfucker certified original.
Yeah,
the original certified.
Yeah. So that's why they wouldn't accept it.
No wonder.
So why?
Oh, hey, look, they was telling him they wasn't gonna tell him because it wasn't a copy.
I'm getting some massive distortion.
Man, Wes?
Huh?
That's exactly what they did. They wasn't gonna tell him like, no, it can't court because it's not certified. They wasn't gonna tell him to go get a certified copy. They was just like, no.
Midwest is frozen. I can't
So,
hear shot.
why you choose to stay
Some
involved?
interference, gentlemen.
Why you choose to stay involved contractually with Social Security? Thought you were competent and able to handle your own affairs / securities. Cease and desist.
That nigga cease and desist on all legal matters, all legalities. Get them back your ass up. That ain't too good. But see, that's all about you filing. You got to file all these copyright, like even when you conduct your business, you have to file these shit and let them know.
You got to get around the right people and let us know what's going on all the way around the board, so we can give him the proper information that he needs.
Oh, mama, because you could have came home with a check right now. And oh, mama,
mamas,
today.
You got too many. You got too many.
Look, Chris. Hey, look, man. Shipper.
You got too many hitters, Shipper. You got Shipper, too many hitters around you.
You even had your federal
I sent pictures of the case.
I understand that. I got tons. I know. I'm saying, but
I know, but you got a lot of stuff to do.
I understand. I know what you be saying, but when it's something like this, man, I don't mind stopping what I'm doing, so we can make sure you got the right shit, taking care of, making the right moves. Because we want you to win. We don't want you to go. We don't want you to lose.
Wes, that's why I shared that information. I can't force it down your throat. I can't force it into your schedule.
But you gotta let me know what you want me to do with it, because I did read it. I went over it, but what do you want me to do with it? You gotta let me know.
I know, Wes. I know.
And I got you 120%.
Hell yeah.
I didn't know what I didn't know. I found out now. I didn't know what I was supposed to ask.
Hey, Jim, see we got Evander Holy Shot over here ready to go knock one of them motherfuckers in the mouth.
It's water under the bridge now, but
I'll you just gonna have to see what they say.
Well, they're not gonna say anything if they think I lost.
They're gonna get in touch with you.
Man, I'll go up there right now. Shit, Mom, I'll go up there right now with a certified copy and put that in the case and file a motion to redo it. You had you could have been like, do something. Occurred.
Yeah, you had car trouble. You couldn't make it this morning. You just got your shit fixed, and you here to put this shit in this case and have a motion to motion that motherfucker back to the judge for a review and drop that. What Chris said, that cease and desist.
I didn't hear what Chris said at all.
I was reading it.
Drop that.
I couldn't hear. There was you were frozen. I couldn't hear shot.
He said drop that cease and desist and basically regard that Social Security.
Now he was saying why you still choose to stay involved contractually with them, why you study contracting with them. Basically, he said drop that cease and desist.
Into the court, into the case?
Yeah. Because you ain't trying to contract with them motherfuckers. You aren't even supposed to be in that courtroom.
See, that's what I was thinking. That's why I didn't go. Because I was like, I'm not supposed to be there. That's why I didn't go.
But you didn't send the proper documents in before the case.
Right, I didn't know what.
That's how you win before you go. You send in what you need to send in to the judges, and like he was saying, the DAs, and you put them on notice.
Right, that's what I was trying to do yesterday. I was trying to file the name change. I was trying to file the name change decree, and it's like the woulda, coulda, shoulda. I tried to. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get whatever information I could. I can't. I couldn't afford to. I couldn't afford a consultation. I just couldn't. You know what I mean? So I couldn't ask you like that.
Yeah, you just gonna have to see what.
So I couldn't ask you like that. You know, I couldn't afford to. I couldn't afford a consultation with us. I just couldn't. You know what I mean? So I couldn't ask you like that. So I couldn't ask you like that.
Man, it ain't all about that shit with me.
I know Midwest. I know, but that's so all I can do is just show it to you, and that's it. You know, and that's that's all I can do. So, I didn't, it's I know it's not, but it's it's water under the bridge now. But I'm glad to at least hear it now because it's good information.
Yeah, but like I said, it still ain't over.
This morning at 9 o'clock. If I can still go in there, the case was this morning at 9 o'clock. So if I could still go in there and do something, I'll do it. But yeah, I just
He said cease and desist with exemplified decree and UCC 1. And he got up a whole bunch of strong arms, like.
Yeah. He's got a whole bunch of what?
The strong arms, like that's that's it right there.
Shoot.
He ain't filed his none. He gotta get on that. He gotta get on that one. We weren't see. I was expecting no court cases or nothing like this until at all. Period. But something popped up, and he ain't. He waiting on documents to come back as well. So he waiting on what I'm waiting on. And he don't have that yet, so he can't file it yet. I can't file mine yet. Straight up. Shark, what you over there building?
I ain't building shit.
2 dead, 1 wounded, double homicide. They shooting in the hallways and shit.
West.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what you were saying, man. It was breaking up real bad.
My phone had died. What the hell, do?
Now, Chris was just. Can you see the comment section?
Hold on. Yeah.
I'm driving.
Chris was saying. I was saying that you didn't file your non-UCC yet because you waiting on your your certificate to come back.
Are you talking about shipper?
Yeah, because Chris was like, really cease and desist with your non-UCC. He said that's, but he ain't got that filed yet.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Especially when you get your birth certificate. Hell yeah, because you basically got your claim of insurance. They're over that motherfucker. Leave back.
Hey, Shipper, I think you need to bust that move today. Secretary of State.
En route now.
Okay.
Damn, yeah. Illinois, all the courts is open?
The courts, the county that I was going to is open. That court they had limited hours, and it was pretty empty. But they were open.
They ain't doing like no cases like criminal cases and all that shit. They doing all that via Zoom call and video call in the jails and shit.
You guys, listen. Those VIP plates, I think they're good, man. I think they're really good. They're doing something.
What'd you say? The shock with the fact plates? Nah.
Yeah, they got the shock with the fact plates from Tesla.
hey, did you see them things, Midwest? Did you see my story? You see them burgers? Yeah, Instagram.
I gotta go over there. Hey, man, I gotta wash my face, brush my teeth.
That was yesterday. Shit,
Made me some tea. Oh, yesterday I wasn't even on there. I was tired yesterday. Shot. Remember, I was supposed to get back on last night with Ross Boss.
Yeah. You was
And
on there at first with Ross Boss earlier in the day, huh?
Yeah, then I told him I'm going to get back on by 11, 12 and hang out with you for an hour or so. Man, I woke up. It was 3 o'clock this morning.
Mom.
Yeah.
I said, I had to be tired.
See what I mean? You got a lot going on, man.
I was out like a light.
Hell yeah, though, shit. I ain't gonna lie, but anything with court, you should already know. I'm ready to go to court. I'm trying to go to court through your ass. You in
That
court?
nigga go Shock be in there with you.
I'm trying to go to court.
Shock so cold, he take a motherfucker to court and they freeze up. And he sitting right next to him.
I'm trying to go. Nah, cause
I should have called you, man. I should have called you.
No, it's just like, I've been wanting to, because, through when I first got awoken, I was in court, not saying what I was doing was wrong, but it was wrong in the time of the jurisdiction, you know what I mean? I really didn't fully get how everything went, but now since I have it, I want to go back to court and really lay it down. Like, I'm back, nigga, the guy back now. Let's go. There ain't no Now, when I had the DA throwing the papers in the air and the DA was scared, he thought the judge was going to go with me and basically made him go and make him go pay out his bond. I'm really gonna have that shit happen. I'm really gonna have motherfuckers at that point, mamas, because I'm coming in there with full honor. I'm coming in respectful. I'm coming in there doing my thing as a private individual.
Nice. Man, they don't want to ever see you in court, Shock.
And the thing is, it's cool. I'm gonna just put the misnomer in the.
I told him that. I told the guy.
The easiest way is with the cease and desist, which are exemplified in your UCC1 and your non-UCC1 filing. Put all that shit in there. It's a wrap.
Yeah, but you still got to speak on it, though. You still got to speak on it.
Yeah, that's gonna speak for itself. But yeah, he's still gonna have to speak on whatever he got to speak on.
Yeah, no, because even in court, like for instance, you have that shit filed in motion. Sometimes they might not reply to the motion unless you bring it up, and then once you have it, bring it up. They're like, "Oh yeah, I got your motion." Well, what's your ruling on it? You know what I'm saying, or what you rule? You know what I mean? It's granted. Well, that's all you needed to do. Should have been did that. You know what I mean? Because even though it's in paperwork and file, they would need you to act on it sometime. Not every time, but if it's a bullshit ass county.
Right.
You have to force them to answer the motion, force them to say it on the record sometime. Yeah. Pretty much they hanging their own at that point. They hanging their own lawyers, DA, they hanging their own brothers and sisters went to school with at that point when he put him in that position.
This dude, he's riding on a flat tire.
That's how it be.
You gotta get where you
shit. Hold on real quick, let me call you back. That's what it was. Oh shit, hold on.
Yes, Lord. It's all good. I feel you, mamas. It's all good, dear. Just go ahead and knock that out.
Oh, don't knock me out, Midwest.
Okay, you all good. Just go ahead and knock that out.
Greetings.
I muted his mic for him. You got a call. What's going on? Y'all feeling out there today? What's the word? I'm gonna put up that reparations account sign up, www.reparationsbank.com. If you don't have that information, that link right there, sign up. You back, Chakra?
Yeah.
That's what I was. That's gonna speak for itself. They gonna be sick when they see that shit. Like, this
What
motherfucker
happened?
crazy. Now Chris was saying not with all that filed
Yeah, we
together.
see. I piled my shit up in there with the same shit, non-deceased, affidavit, live, all that shit. With my county, that's why I'm saying that. Because in my situation, it was exactly what I was saying. All that file, they still wanted me to act on it and be able to utilize it. They want to make sure nobody did just file the paperwork for you. You don't know what you're saying. They just give you a free pass. They want you to stand on that motherfucker. Like, literally, you are the paperwork. If you file that,
Chris, yeah, that's how they call you in Cali.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the difference because they ain't gonna they know who to play with and who not to play with. You know what I'm saying? But when I go back in there, I guarantee they won't play with me no more. They gonna know who I am. They ain't gonna want me in that court. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, I already know.
No, all it takes is that what Chris exactly said. But all it takes is that one. All it takes is that oh shit.
Nigga, you alive?
All it takes is that one time for you to go in there and not play, and they know who the hell you is. Like, okay, he's nowhere to fuck with. He is the king. You know, then they you ain't even gonna need to file no more paperwork because they ain't gonna want to find your ass. You're like, leave that nigga alone. Oh, wow. Leave that motherfucker alone. Cease and desist. That motherfucker. Cease and desist.
Oh, mama. What up, bro?
Man, you go in there and put all that shit together with a cease and desist. They're not finna mess with you, man.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, I did with that shit, bro. I mean, they dropped all charges at the end of the day.
Really? You got the non-UCC?
No, I filed my UCC, not the non-UCC, but the UCC.
That's what
the lien
man.
Yeah, the lien on it. But you can say
if you filed all that shit together, the UCC, the non-UCC.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And this is before I had my decree and exemplification and all that. But
none of that shit.
The decree, the exemplified.
No, listen.
You still had all that together.
You still have to. You still, even because without the decree or the name change, I still have the same power with that, with the lien, with the higher superior claim in their jurisdiction. I just didn't know how to use, I didn't know how to utilize it because I was doing different type of jurisdiction in their court. And they're over here giving all these chances. Like, yeah, they know I'm in the right. I bonded the case. The judge supposed to follow me. But if I'm in there doing all this other shit, not really knowing what I know what I have, but I'm not knowing how to utilize it in their jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing what I'm doing right because the DA's doing papers. The DA doing all kind of shit. He thinking he's gonna take my place, and I'm thinking the same thing. But the way I was conducting it, it turned out that my paperwork was wrong, but I didn't know how to utilize it to benefit. You know what I'm saying? And they knew that. They knew that, not that I was stupid or anything, but they knew that I didn't know how to conduct myself in the jurisdiction with this case. You know what I mean? But now, let me go with all this paperwork, and it's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap.
Yeah, Shock, that was cool what you shared with me right there. That opened my understanding.
Yeah, but still though, because when you look at it from this perspective, it's like this. You know who the motherfucker is, but does the motherfucker know who he is? So we gonna test him and see if he know who he is. And if he don't, then we gonna railroad him like he railroaded many other times. And come back later, get your shit together. But you can always come back to sue him or do what you gotta do, but you even gotta know how to do that. If they don't know, if they think that you don't know what you're doing, they're gonna try to railroad you. Still.
Yeah.
At least at the lower court, not the higher court. The lower court. Not the higher. I don't know about the higher courts. I've never been in them things. But at least the state courts. Because those are fraud. Those are fraud.
Higher. All the way.
Yeah, shipper. Guess what? You just can't enter your financing statement because it got a book and page number. So you can't take away from the book. You gotta the whole book into the case.
Yeah, I did. I brought the whole book.
Yeah, and make sure it's a certified copy.
definitely wasn't certified though.
That's why they ain't accepted.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the original.
And that's why I'm hella. That's why when I look back, Chris, right now, that's why I want to go back to court. I know I can go back to court and claim all that shit because it's still in there. But man, I'm wanting, man. I wish I could not. I don't wish I could go back, but I don't be in the same position. But to be in court, be in a position to go to court, it's like, man, I want to go put this new shit to work.
Right. What you just said right there, that's how that made me feel. Once you told me that, I was like, oh man, I wish I didn't go back.
Let me see.
Cause I don't know, that shit crazy. But now I really know the paperwork, especially with the name change exemption. Cause I didn't have none of that either, but that probably would have played a bigger part too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man, that'd have been Bruce Leroy all the way.
And that yeah, I gotta get that I gotta hurry up and do that non-UCC. I got it right here. I still ain't. I need to get that motherfucker ASAP. It's done. I just gotta get that shit recorded.
Oh shoot! I made the mistake of not getting the address. The secretary.
So you don't go back to court to claim it. It's a security in your account.
And that's what I was going. That's when I was talking to trial. She was telling me that with the federal trademark, since we claimed all that shit, federal trademark too, to go into the federal trademark. Because she was basically saying that I don't even got to go to court now. I just basically go down to the county clerk. I mean, not the county clerk in the courthouse. You know, whatever that shit. If you bring the right documentation, you don't need shit. You just where the fuck my check at. Well, in all sense, your paperwork is basically, the shit that you have is saying that you benefit from it. So you just go in there, supposed to get what's yours in the get-go.
Yeah, because if I can make a motion, because they said, well, yeah, you got to make a motion for a hearing. Are you representing yourself? And I'm like, I'm not representing anything. I'm like, I checked. I'm near to file this paperwork. I didn't know what they were trying to do to me. You know what I mean? I couldn't tell. I could just tell that they were doing something sneaky.
Well, it was more. It was just more. You got to stick on, do what you do. It don't matter what they trying to do because they're gonna try to absorb you, confuse you, and throw you off the square. Play stuff. So as long as you knew what you was doing in your realm, then that's all that should have mattered. You know what I mean? You should just like, I don't. Okay, I need this file. Like, just do stand your ground. Like, nigga, fuck. It don't really matter what they think. It don't really matter where they exist.
Yeah, but excuse me, it wasn't gonna without the certified copy. I wasn't gonna get anywhere.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Yeah. You have to be a certified thing.
And I didn't do a cease and desist.
Well, yeah, cease and desist is patient. They basically gonna have to back that. That's that legality shit. Get up off me. All legal matter. This ain't me, motherfucker. Cease and desist, motherfucker.
Now I have it filed into the case, so already the name change decree. So I don't have to file that again. So I'm gonna put in another motion for a hearing. I'm gonna put in a motion for a hearing for those bonds. And I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that in the motion. I'm gonna say.
Well, you could say issues. Like, you just can't use bonds, and all you got to use probably regular word like issues. Issues, certain things that they know. Bill of lading. You could just use other words that they know what it is.
I wonder if I could have done. I mean. And then $189.
Why they cost so much for you to file? I didn't know you had to file. I didn't know it cost money to file shit in your paperwork. Like, what did you do?
She thought I wasn't gonna do it though. She was trying to keep me from doing it. That's why she came up with that. You know what I mean? She brought it up out of nowhere, and I didn't know if it was real or not. I just said, you know what? I have to pay it right now. I have to pay it, and I'm gonna try to get it back because I don't think it was legit. I think it was bullcrap.
Well, you should never did it if it was bullcrap.
Well, it wasn't. It's. I
look, Midwest. I know. I mean, I know that sometimes, like we was talking about, like you feel like for others, like at this point, you gotta disregard all feelings, right? All feelings. It's business.
It is, but you gotta choose your battles. I was trying to get something filed. And so I'm not trying to. I'm
So
not trying to
it's
play every.
Chipper.
I'm not trying to play every
Yeah,
battle.
yeah.
Right there.
But that's what I'm saying.
I
You
get
can't.
that money back.
That's what I'm saying. Why is everything a battle? Like, why does it have to why does it have to be a battle in that sense? Like,
because that's how I am. That's how I work, Shock. When I get going, it's hard to stop. When I get confrontational, it's hard to bring me down. I get out of hand. And I don't need to go that direction. I need to stay calm.
That's my point.
She was trying to get me confrontational. And so I had to do this. I had to handle the situation that way for me right then.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to bring. I'm trying to bring the perspective of like, even though that's from your perspective, if you know and you're aware that they're trying to make you confrontational, if your awareness of that should already be laughing at them like, this shit, hey, I need my shit filed. I don't know what you're talking about, but but you obviously you didn't have a certified copy. And obviously you should have been like $189. Can I see the fee schedule or the fee for recording documentation on a case? Because I didn't, because from my perspective, or you could have like, because I never knew that you had to pay to file something in your own case. That you have it just.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was true one way or the other. But I wasn't there to try to find out.
But that's what. Why wouldn't you want to? That's what I'm saying. You feel off the be confrontational that you don't want to be confrontational, but that's what a king does. A king has to confront. A king's gonna be confrontational because it's their world.
Shock, listen. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say right now. You are right. Okay, you're absolutely right. But that's not what the situation that I was dealing with.
It was.
It wasn't. I was dealing with another situation.
All right, but that situation that you just said, it messed up your situation that was more at pattern. So they basically, just saying confrontational, they won the confrontational battle, which made it, which now you suffer the consequences of that battle that you did not want to did not want to confront them in that moment. So now you have to basically figure a way to get back in the court since you lost that matter. So they did their job by confronting you and keeping you from standing on your square in a certain point of a court situation, not necessarily in that way of the concept of confrontation, but in the way of the battle of the court.
I'm gonna leave here in a minute. I'm about to leave here in a second. I'm not actually parking.
I was gonna say, don't say that the police say that the police pulled up on Schiffer's part.
No, not yet, Shock. Not yet. But Shock, listen. You see, you're right, and you can look at it that way, okay? But it's like, and I wish I had the knowledge, but I had no idea.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I can see that too.
So if I'm sitting there swinging in the air, I look like a fool.
Yeah, because you don't know. You don't got no intention or no power behind it of what you swinging or standing on because you didn't have the knowledge of it. Pretty much.
All that would be happening is I would just be getting more and more angry.
Yeah. That kind of That kind of go off the conversation we were having yesterday on that. Yeah, you explained it to me a little bit.
That's the situation I was dealing with. I wasn't dealing with the situation of, should I stand on my ground or not? I didn't know what ground I was on. I didn't know. I really didn't. I didn't have the right knowledge. Unfortunately, I tried, but I didn't try hard enough to get the knowledge beforehand. And so I failed before I got there. I wasn't gonna get the proper information from them. They could have ran me around 1,000 different trees, 1,000 different circles, and until and then on top of it, until they felt
that you knew what you were talking about, and they would have like, go ahead.
Right, which they would have found out that I didn't, because I didn't know that I needed a certified copy. I didn't know that if there was a fee schedule or not. I didn't know any of it. I was just trying to get in there before the deadline, before the case was being heard.
Yeah. So you need to go. So you need to go to that. You need to go to that court and see what the court was said. You need to go and see what the transcripts and see the outcome of the court. You need to get the what they call it. What do you call that? The manuscript or the court? I don't know what they call it. But you need to go to that shit and see what happened. See the outcome or the ruling.
The ruling. You need to get a ruling of the procedure.
And then off that ruling, you shall be able to do a motion real quick and try to go back into court off that ruling. Like you don't agree with the ruling, you know what I'm saying? You can try to do something like that, file a motion to get back in there and let it be heard, and you're in another static. I don't know. I'm not sure, but there has to be some type of leeway. You know, file a motion. You can't just accept that you wasn't there to. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And if there is a way.
If there is the way, you are the. If there is the way, you are the way. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree.
I agree. Well said.
See, Chipper, you got to start claiming it before you go in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you be defeated.
I'm not gonna beat myself up because I did my best. I did my best before I went in there, and I didn't do enough.
We don't beat you up enough. You can't beat we already gonna beat you up. You can't beat yourself up.
I did the best I could. I did the best I could to prepare. I didn't like go in with the slack hand, and I asked everybody that I knew to ask. I presented everything I knew to present before I went in. I did the best I could, and so all I can do is just take my lumps and then just do the follow-up. And I've learned a lot today in this conversation, and I'm happy about that. So, but I'm not gonna beat myself up and do the woulda, shoulda, coulda, because hindsight is 20/20, and all that after the fact stuff can really get frustrating.
Hell yeah, that's what brings all the extra shit. That means not be there.
Yeah, it was I didn't go in prepared, and I know. I'm the only one who could take responsibility for that. I wasn't prepared.
It's all good.
So I appreciate.
You live and you learn. That's what happens. You live and you learn.
Right. So I appreciate what you guys are saying now, and I appreciate it because that's good information.
You the GOAT.
I mean, what's that?
Cause you the GOAT.
No, man, you guys, seriously, nobody. It's like, can you imagine if I went into a situation like that and I didn't have somebody to come back and talk it out with? I would know nothing right now.
Well, it's like that.
Sitting at home, confused, wondering why.
It'd be like that. Yeah, you need to go to get that ruling. You need to go get that ruling for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out tomorrow, Shock.
Because you gotta look, Chris. I mean, shit. You don't know what happened. You don't know what the defendant or the person, your spouse. You don't know what she wanted. You don't know if they could have put some stuff in there, took full custody, could have took that. You don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And you wasn't there to say anything because they could have said anything because you're not there. So they could have said anything. They could have made you a one penny man. You would not knew just based on you wasn't there.
What's a one penny man?
I don't know. I just made it a copper penny out of all the other. I don't know. I just made that like a one penny man. Like motherfucking worth you as a penny. Like, you know what I mean? Motherfucker don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got you looking the whole other way. When you put the Abraham Lincoln, that little fake copper coin, so all of them is looking the other way. They got you looking the other way while all they working together. Well, on one side, but you ain't there because now they call you the one penny man that you looking the other way while they all consulting with each other. Like, what you want to do with this?
Oh man. Of course, the phone is ringing now, knocking me out of the call.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one penny man. You like that, Midwest?
Okay.
What you say, Scott?
Hold on.
Shock's making up words, he's making up sayings. That's good, Shock. That's a creative mind. That's what a creative mind does. Oh man. Oh, Midwest, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear y'all.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah, because you see, it's like
when I get off here, I'll just type in everything and then I'll pull it.
But this is exactly what I mean by the community, That's exactly what I mean. Is that you know, okay, I had a rough day yesterday, and being able to find out what I did wrong, because obviously, I really didn't have any idea. I didn't know,
Yeah.
even, but then now hearing it from you guys, that's something that you got to be part of a community to have. It's just honest feedback
So
and have people
Yeah.
tell you, what you did wrong. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not that what you did wrong. It's what you could have did that makes it seem like it did wrong because you didn't do that. But at the same time, it's not what you did wrong because, like you say, you didn't have knowledge of it. Now, if you do it again and have knowledge, now you're at full. Now you're at full responsibility. I don't want to hear. You know what I mean? Now it's like you just chose not to because you heard it. You know it now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's a different story. So when it comes to that, then you gotta look at it from that perspective. At least for me, mom. That's like me. That's like me messing with somebody that right, and then all of a sudden I know he a rat. It's like, bruh, if you know he a rat and he a rat, and you mess with him after the rat, then nigga, there's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? If I catch you like, bro, you messing with this nigga told, got a nigga life, or this nigga told, got no respect for people around him. And then I see you hanging out with him, and I'm like, bro, you hanging with a rat, bro. What you doing? I didn't know he told. He got the paperwork. You read it, and if you choose to fuck with a nigga after that, nigga, it's on you, straight up. And I use that analogy in the sense right now. If you after this don't feel or and you don't gain it, because you still might not have the knowledge to fully grasp it, but at least to have the awareness of it. When you fully have that awareness of what's going on, but you got to be held responsible. There's no if or ways or but. Even if you don't know what's going on, you lack the knowledge, so you're being held responsible in that time, like you was in court. The knowledge don't stop for nobody. You know what I mean? At least I look at it. Wow. Hey, y'all hear me?
Shock, I hear
yes,
you.
sir. I hear
I
you, my
ran
brother.
away from the
Hey,
screen.
K, Jay from the Shy. What it do? What it do,
Hey,
everybody?
Jay
I hear you,
and
Shockster.
Scott
Yeah, I
and
just got a phone
Chakra.
call. My
Listen, you guys. Okay, with you, Midwest, and Chris, all of this feedback. It's like, you guys, I'm serious. I feel really, really grateful. I really appreciate that, because this is
and like Chris said, it's very simple. Non-UCC, everything on record, together. And like that's pretty much it. All you gotta do is go in there, but they know who you are when you file that shit. Now you gotta go in there and act on that motherfucker. Simple. It's that simple. And once you add, you damn near gonna be an automatically equity court, damn near, to be honest. At least that's what they're supposed to do. That's why Chris say, he put that on that motherfucker, and they ain't gonna have to, bro, because you're supposed to be in equity. You're supposed to be in equity. It's a wrap. There ain't supposed to be no lawyer. There ain't supposed to be none of that shit to be able to fuck with you at that point. They can't listen to you can't, like, just like when you in court, they can't hear you. That's why they want to get you an attorney, because they can't hear the dead speak. When you in equity, nigga, the living can't hear the dead speak.
right. So that name change decree had to do something to that case.
I'm not sure though, because you didn't act on it.
So acting on it would have been appearing.
Like, look at this. Yes, because you have to appear. You're acting on. You're following your own motion. What you set up for yourself, you're following the motion. You know what I'm saying? And you got to basically got to control the matter of that motion and control the outcome. But you being the private individual, the king, the god, you're able and capable to do that because you're alive. You know what I'm saying? But when you mess with these dead entities, it's the opposite, bro. It's like the mere reflection.
So the court is Lilith, and commerce is Lilith.
Because it's controlling the matter, and we're supposed to get the order to the matter, like we was talking about yesterday at the beginning.
Oh man!
So that's it's the same thing, but another perspective in a way of how things rocking.
So commerce is Lilith, and Lilith is everything particular.
And would that go to say that commerce also that is Lilith, but that it follows the living, it follows the higher entity or the higher energy or movement or vibration or frequency, the
Right. It's
soul, the
the
living.
shadow. It's the
Yeah.
shadow of the living. So it looks like it's following the living, but it's actually the living
Reflection,
is the shadow caster. Is the
Right.
living is what's casting the shadow. So it looks like they're following the living, but they're not. They're falling from the living in a shadow, in a fiction, but the fiction is real only as a fiction though. The fiction doesn't take form. The fiction stays a fiction, but the fiction is really a fiction. It is real, but it's only a fiction. It never becomes more than a fiction, but it's still what it is, whatever it is. But just when you said that, you got to control the matter. I was like, oh shoot, that's Lilith.
Yeah. That sound about right. That sound about right. Shit.
Yep.
You hear me?
Yep. Oh shoot, Shock, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Shock, can you hear me? Okay, yeah. Oh man.
Damn, that makes sense because we were supposed to. Yeah. See. You failed. See, now from that perspective, you failed to give order to the matter, but it wasn't wrong. It ain't nothing wrong with that. In a sense, it's a reflection. But now, since you're aware of the situation, now you can control the matter instead of the matter controlling you, because you didn't control the matter in the first. So it gets the reflection. The shadow controls the living. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I'm dancing. I'm responding to the shadow instead of making the shadow
Respond to you.
letting the shadow respond to me like it would naturally if I wasn't confused.
Yes.
Because if you're not confused, you're not paying attention to the shadow. You're just letting the shadow pretend like it's you, and you don't pay it any mind. But
well, bro, you basically just gave the shadow all the utility and energy for not responding to the matter. So it's like they stole your energy matter through the utility. So through that situation, by you not controlling the matter and returning the utility, transmitting back to you where the principle, instead of returning to you, they basically use that and gives them more power and energy to keep them going or keeping the matter situation going. So
right.
it takes the man or the living or the soul or the higher individual entity or the outer, or, the inner, outer, or however you want to perspective you want to look at it. It's gonna control that situation. And if you fail to control it, it's gonna get the reflex image and you're gonna fall and it's gonna control you, or descend and it's gonna control you. The matter. Because we're actually matter and they're actually matter. But how you're gonna get the higher individual matter or the lower perspective matter? And whatever one, if the higher fails to give order to the lower structure or matter, then it's gonna go reverse and it's gonna become the lower. Even though it's still the higher matter, it's gonna act as it's the lower, and the lower is gonna act as it's the higher as a reverse image.
You know what, Shock? Okay, this is how I heard what you just said. Tell me if this is accurate translation. Okay, if you do not trace the shadow back to you, then you're liable to let the shadow get away from you. You let its origins get away from you so that you don't know what's coming at you, that it's coming from you. Now you think it's actually something. So now you're giving it energy because
now
you didn't trace it back to you.
Yes, well, the energy was automatic. That shadow was automatically there for you, like when they create the system. So we're attached by it, rather we know if we're attached to it or not. By our attachment and bondage to that certificate, we're supposed to benefit off it. So if the living men don't take control and order of that matter that situation or that and not knowing that you are the living and have control over it, if you fail to realize that, then that matter and situation is now going to throw the fictitious realm of reality and control you. So it's like you switch parts. It's like you switch bodies. You switch the mirror image. Like you went into the mirror while they're out the mirror. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the outer now became the inner when it was supposed to be the outer, and the inner became the outer when it was supposed to become the inner.
Like Peter Pan chasing his shadow, and then he thinks that his shadow is actually doing something or real, even though he's the one who is
Controlling
energizing the
the shadow.
And then
the shadow knows the whole time, but the shadow's not going to let you know because it will lose its fun. It would lose its body. It has no opportunity to exist.
Yeah, and it can't tell
yeah.
you either because it doesn't have a voice.
Yeah, but it wants to live like how you are. You know what I'm saying? Because it wants you. It's empty. Well, it's empty, but it's feeling its emptiness through you. So it has that energy like it wants to be you, but it's empty. It can't. But if we fail to give it order, then shit, it could be us. If we fail to give it order.
Yeah, because if we're not giving it order, then we're acting like a shadow. Because now we're not talking.
Because we're acting empty. Yes, because we're
acting empty because we're not. Because sound is light. Sound is a form of light, and so now we're acting like a shadow by not having light. Because shadows don't have light; they lack light. Because a shadow entity is, it has some ambient light, but it has less light than the matter, than the matter, because even the matter is light, slowed down to visibility.
Yeah. Okay.
But the shadow has even less light than that. The shadow is just lacking less light. So so if we're not talking, then we're acting like the shadow. And then now we're boxing with the shadow and pretending, and now we're acting crazy, acting like the shadow is real. When the shadow can never be real, but we act like it's real, and we give it a reality in our own mind, in our own behavior, because we're failing to be light. We're failing to be the stronger light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
what's up, everybody?
I like, that's how I see it. At least right now.
Yeah. Still under construction.
Still under construction.
Yeah.
From this perspective.
That was pretty tight, Shaq. That was nice. See, so now I'm glad I messed up.
Is it you messed up? Did you actually mess up?
Well, no, but Shaq, I'm gonna be hard on myself, so that's kind of how I tell myself, I would like to do better next time. You know what I mean? I like to do better next time. I don't want to do the same thing I did this time. I want to do better.
Of course.
All good. Now you got it between the ears. You should be able to knock it out the park.
Well, to a degree, there's still some more details that I'd like to put together because
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this shit. The best way to learn in that is to actually go to court and use and to actually see it, because you're now you're learning off us, but now it's better to learn off the action, like the motion. You go in there, you cause the reaction, you cause the ripple. Yeah, now you have something to actually react off and respond to. You know what I'm saying? Right. Not necessarily because really they're supposed to be following. You're giving them the orders. You're the whoopty woo.
Following the motion.
Yeah.
I'm the wind. I'm the spirit. I'm the light.
It's all good.
Shock. Did we lose Shock Midwest? Oh.
Yeah, Shock's still here.
Okay.
Hit that thumbs up, people. Shock with the facts and Shipper. They up here talking. I'm sorry and stuff. What it do? What's up, Kay? You can hit me up later.
Okay, and Shock, here's something. Oh shoot, it's about to bounce me off again. Someone's trying to call me. I don't know who they are.
You better take it. It might be that call. What's up? He said 3 amigos. What up, George?
George! Oh my gosh, George!
Oh yeah,
George, I'm wrong, George. I'm wrong, bro.
George,
Hey,
what's good? I meant to call you back the other
what
day
is good,
too.
George?
Everybody like
Oh, man. Wah, wah, wah.
that's
George,
crazy.
George.
What happened?
Yeah, I feel bad now.
I said both of y'all said, George, I meant to call you back the other day.
Nah,
Yo,
I was on the phone with you. I'm like, oh George, let's call. And then I was like, I meant to call.
And then he had called me and I had talked to him.
okay, Shock. Here's the thing, right? Lilith, this is something that I was thinking about Lilith, and I'm trying to develop this thought, is that Lilith on at the because because Lilith Lilith would represent the spiritual feminine in at the highest. It's like, but when Lilith is separated, or when the spirit is viewed as separate from the Most High, the spirit, that principle becomes Lilith, as basically, the idea of separated from the Most High, because the Most High is going to represent
Bro,
the highest spiritual, and then anything separate from that is going to become matter. And then the first thing separated from the Most High is going to be all matter. And then, you could say that the sun is, but once the story is told, more and more particularly, then the dualities break down more and more and more, and they fractal more and more and more. Then you get first you have the one, then you have the Father, the Son, and the Ruach Hakodesh, the Holy Spirit, feminine, the Holy Word. So then now you're starting to break it down, because you have the one. Now you're breaking it down to Father, and then Son and Holy Spirit. And then you're breaking it down further, Lilith, Adam, and then Adam, Eve. And then it just keeps on fractaling down more and more and more. But when you return Lilith back to the Father, it's kind of like seeing, then Lilith kind of becomes, back to spirit, and becomes right again. But it's only the principle, the shadow, that would even have the illusion of being wrong, because it's fallen. It's a fallen perception from its original state, which it never really could do anyway. It can never really fall, but only if you try to slow down and explain, and only if you try to slow down and tell the story, do the parts fall and become dualistic, and you got to slow down and explain what they are, and say, and then things, when you slow light down, that's when shadows form,
yeah, but
because the
also
light
like, but think about it. Think about the spirit, like the spiritual realm was created, and then the matter. What if it was the matter was created just for spirits to come in and have an experience of that particular realm or existing? So matter or feminine had to be created for that point. I just thought of this right now. So like you get what I'm saying? Like say for instance, matter was meant to be created. Like for instance, the creator, the most high, was floating across darkness and he saw it was dark, separated the land from the water, and all things. So what if matter was like it was, I mean shit is created, so it wasn't it was supposed to be shit. Nah, scratch that.
well, Shaq, okay, like, okay, if I like the way that you're saying it, because it's like, but I think it's even fair. I think it's even fair to say that matter probably always existed in the Father. And
well, all I'm saying is this.
uh-huh.
Matter, if water was already, if he was slow and he saw water or darkness, whatever, matter was already matter. He just gave form and order to it.
Right.
So when people say, like, I'm just saying, like, when people think black, white, when people think of low vibrant things or like feminine and soft, it's just like it is what it is. It's all matter. It was already intention, it was already played in this frequency around wherever we at. And there's nothing wrong with it, like how they say Adam and Eve fell, but who was the serpent? Or, I know it's all symbolic and like parable stories, you know what I'm saying? But when you look at it from that, when you look at it from the context of saying, oh, the fall wasn't a fall, or the descending wasn't bad. The descending actually, the serpent actually aided us to know that we are like them who created us. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, did the serpent really do something bad, or did the serpent help aid Adam what he was supposed to do in the beginning and give order to her, which was matter? Because now man and woman is now created out of matter, which would have been Lilith if she was all matter. You see what I'm saying? So the matter is still existing on this plane, but of course our spirit is not here. I mean, our spirit is not this. You know what I mean? Our spirit is not matter, but our spirit powers and utilize the matter or give structure to the matter, right? Or can that be seen that way? I can't hear you, Chip. If you talking.
Chip fell out, but for me listening to y'all, I'm quite sure it can.
They can, you think so?
Yeah.
Because think of it, just like how they try to make Judas seem bad because he betrayed Jesus. But he knew the whole plan, that it needed to be done for the plan to be to be enacted for all, like the biggest purpose. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Jesus felt bad
Right.
as well. But man, I keep getting phone calls, bro.
You went low and he dropped out. It's all good. That's the matter. They jumped out. Hit that thumbs up, people. Hit that thumbs up as you come through the door. Yes, Lord. Man, Shock and Shipper, they be going, boy. I will say that much. Just email back up. If you got any questions about anything, you can email me, mwedu38@gmail.com. Hit me up. I'm finna end this live right now. Anybody that I talk to that said they need to contact me, they can do it after I end this live. Just call me or email me. I'll be waiting on y'all calls, and I gotta get to some paperwork. And with that being said, what's understood need not be explained. People stay safe. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.